and gentlemen, it is time to meet the participants in our district championship game. We'd like to congratulate both teams because regardless of the outcome of today's championship match, both are headed to Rochester, Minnesota for the Volleyball Nationals. So congratulations to both teams. We wish them the very, very best of luck now and in the future. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Nassau Community College Lions. The head coach is Christine Abrams, assistant coach Valerie Fisher. Wearing number 3 from Amityville, New York, Destiny Knox. Number 4 from Buffalo, Long Island, Alicia Zaborowska. Number 9 from Wonton, New York, Emily Kaufman. Number 11 from Freeport, New York, Maria McGarlow. Number 12 from Inwood, New York, Genesis Zapera. Number 13 from Lynbrook, New York, Rachel Foley. And number 18 from Belmore, New York, Jamie Bennett. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nassau Community College Lions. And their opponents, the Queensboro Community College Tigers. Head coach Jason Demas, assistant coaches Leah Griffa and Michael McCullough. Wearing number 1, a freshman from Sunnyside, New York, Michelle Sosa. A sophomore from Fresh Meadows, New York, number 3, Maria Elise Knowles. A freshman from Little Neck, New York, number 4, Leanne Huang. A sophomore from Carolina, Puerto Rico, number 5, Paula Benitez. A freshman from Corona, Queens, number 6, Ashley Saladin. A sophomore from Center Mauritius, New York, number 7, Angie Nicholas. A freshman from New Hyde Park, New York, number 8, Rachel Medina. A sophomore from Hollis, Queens, number 9, Noelia Sadaniel. A freshman from Fort Jefferson, New York, number 11, Georgia Alexio. A sophomore from East Elmhurst, Queens, number 12, Natalia Plaza. A freshman from Jamaica, Queens, number 15, Chinera Waganara. And a sophomore from Jamaica, Queens, number 22, Carol Rodriguez. Have a great match, ladies. Let's give all those student athletes a great big round of applause and wish them the very best of luck.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Serving movie number 12, Genesis Zapina. We are underway. The Lions are off first and lead 1-0. Point goes to Nassau Community College. It is Lions 2, Tigers nothing. The point goes to the Lions. Lions 3, Tigers nothing. Set 1. Zapeta serving. The point goes to the Lions. Lions 4, Tigers nothing. Set 1. Tigers are on the board. Tigers 1, Lions 4. Polo Benitez will serve. The point goes to the Tigers. Tigers 2, Lions 4. Benitez will serve. The Lions win the point. It is now 5-2 in favor of Nassau. Emily Kaufman will serve. The point goes to the Lions 6, and the Tigers 2. The point goes to the Lions. It is now 7-2 in favor of Nassau. The point goes to the Lions. It is now 8-2 in favor of Nassau. Point goes to the Tigers. Tigers 3, Lions 8. Natalia Plaza will serve. Nassau wins the point. It is now 9-3. Demet will serve. Timeout is called by the Tigers.
We make it clap.
Point goes to the Tigers. Saladin will serve. Tigers 4, Lions 9. Point for the Tigers. Tigers 5, Lions 9. Point for the Tigers. Tigers 6, Lions 9. Saladin serving. Timeout is called by the Lions. Score is the Lions 9, Tigers 7. Set number 1. The point goes to the Tigers. Tigers 8, Lions 9. Point goes to the Tigers. We're all tied at 9. Ashley Saladin serving. The Tigers take the lead. It is now 10-9, Queensboro. Point goes to the lines. We're all tied at 10. Doroska will serve. The Tigers regain the lead, and Jay Nicholas will serve. Once again, we are all tied. Lions 11, Tigers 11. Destiny Knox will serve. The Lions regain the lead. It is now 12-11 Lions. Tigers win the point. We are all even at 12. Leanne Huang will serve. Queensborough regains the lead. It is now 13-12 in favor of Queensborough. Tigers go up 15-12, set number 1. Point goes to the Tigers. It is now Queensborough 16, Nassau 12. Goes to the Tigers. Tigers lead 17-12. Set number 1. Leanne Wong serving. Timeout is called by the Lions.
Everybody, if you got what it takes, cause I'm Curtis Blow, and I want you to know that
The point goes to the Lions. Lions 13, Tigers 17. Nicola will serve. Points are back. It is now Tigers 18, Lions 13. Maria Belize Polo will serve. Return lands out of bounds, giving the Lions the point. Lions 14, Tigers 18. Genesis Zapeta serving. Paula Benitez will serve for the Tigers. Tigers lead 19-14. The point will go to the Lions. Lions 15, Tigers 19. On the serve will give the Tigers the point. Tigers 20, Lions 15. We're in set number 1. Natalia Plaza will serve. The point goes to the Lions. Serving will be number 18, Jamie Demet. Point going to Queensboro, Tigers 21, Lions 16. Angie Nicholas will serve. Point going to the Tigers. It is now 22-16 in favor of Queensboro. And that's an ace for the Tigers. It is now 23-16 Queensboro. Point going to Queensboro, set point, Tigers. Queensboro takes set number 1, 25-16.
set, 25-16.
Set number 2 has begun, and the Tigers strike first. It is 1-0 Queensboro. Maria Elise Thole will serve. The point goes to the Tigers. It is now 2-0. The Tigers jump out to a 3-0 lead. And the Lions are on the board. It is now Lions 1, Tigers 3. Emily Kaufman will serve. Tigers answer back and leading 4-1. And the point will go to Nassau Community College. It is now Lions 2, Tigers 4. Demet serving. The Tigers lead 5-2. We're in set number 2. And serving is number 12, Natalia Plaza. Point is awarded to the Lions. Lions 3, Tigers 5. Serving will be number 4, Alicia Zaborska. Scores down, Tigers 6 and the Lions 3. Saladin to serve. Queensboro goes up 7-3, set number 2. Timeout is called by the Lions.
Turn it up! Somebody save your
The point goes to the Tigers. Tigers 8, Lions 3. Lions get the point. It is now Lions 4, Tigers 8. Destiny Knox will serve. Point goes to the Lions. Lions 5, Tigers 8. The point goes to Queensboro. Serving will be number 7, Angie Nicholas. The Tigers now lead 11-5 on set number 2. Point goes to the Lions. It is the Lions 6 and the Tigers 11. Maria McCullough will serve. Point goes to the Tigers. Tigers lead 13-6. Leanne Wong serving. The point goes to the Lions. Lions 8, Tigers 14. Zapeta serving. And the point goes to the Lions. Lions 9, Tigers 14. Giselle Zapeta serving. Point goes to the Tigers. Tigers lead 15-9, Maria Louise Thole will serve. Lions with the point. Lions 10, Tigers 15. Tigers strike back and lead 16-10. Benitez serving. And the point goes to the Lions. Devitt will serve for Nassau. On the serve gives the Tigers the point. Queensboro 17, Nassau 11. Natalia Plaza will serve. Point goes to the Lions. It's the Lions 12 and the Tigers 17. Zaborowska serving. Tigers win the point. It is now 18-12 in favor of Queensboro. Ashley Saladin to serve. Lions win the point. It is now Lions at 13, Tigers 18. Destiny Knox to serve. On the serve gives the Tigers the point. Tigers 19, the Lions 13. Angie Nicholas, number 7, will serve.
It's just a cheap.
Return lines out of bounds. Point goes to the Tigers. Timeout. Lions.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all. Check it out, y'all. Clap, 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 clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. All right, now, we're gonna do the basic step. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, let's stop. Left foot, let's stop.
Point goes to the Tigers. It is now 21-13 in favor of Queensboro. Point is awarded to the Lions. Lions 14, Tigers 21. Maria McCullough will serve. Tigers win the point. It is now 22-14. Leanne Wong will serve. And the point goes to the Tigers. Tigers 23-14 over the Lions. Lions win the point. Lions 15, Tigers 23. Point goes to the Tigers. Set point, Queensboro. The point goes to the Lions. Lions 17, Tigers 24. And ladies and gentlemen, the Tigers take set number 2, 25-17. Ladies and gentlemen, this time we that both teams at the conclusion of today's match are heading to Minnesota. It's time for our Minnesota Musical Moments. And ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed Minnesota Music Moments. For our fans of the game, moving and grooving in the bleachers. Give a nice round of applause. And keep the applause going for our salsa and merengue king and queen who've been moving it all day in the bleachers. Zepeda will serve to open set number 3. Set number 3 is underway, and the Lions strike first, lead 1-0. Goes to the Tigers. We are all even at 1. Rodriguez will serve. The point goes to the Lions. Lions 2, Tigers 1. Kaufman serving. Point goes to the Tigers. We are all even at 2. Set number 3. Serving will be number 12, Natalia Palaza. And the point goes to the Lions. Lions 4, Tigers 2. Jamie Dimmitt, number 18, will serve. The return lands out of bounds, and the point is awarded to the Lions. That's an ace, giving the Lions a 6-2 lead, set number 3. Tigers call timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our official timeout song selection.
I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, Figaro. Magnifico! I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from the poor yes, living his life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Bismillah, no, we will not let you go. Let it go! Bismillah, we will not let you go. Let it go! Bismillah, we will not let you go. We'll not let you go. We'll not let you go.
The point goes to the Lions. Lions 7, Tigers 2. Set 3. To the Tigers. Tigers 3, the Lions 8. Ashley Saladin will serve. The Lions strike back. It is now Lions 9, Tigers 3. Zaborowska will serve. The point goes to the Lions. Lions lead at 10-3, set 3. Point goes to the Lions. Alicia Zaborowska, number 4, was serving. By the Tigers. Tigers 4, Lions 11. Angie Nicholas will serve. The point going to the Lions. Destiny Knox, number 3, will serve. And we're on the serve. We'll give the Tigers the point. Tigers 5, Lions 12. Leanne Wong will serve. Point goes to the Tigers. Point going to the Tigers. Tigers 7, Lions 12. Timeout is called by the Lions.
Don't this hit make my people wanna stop? 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 Don't this hit make my people wanna stop?
Look at people, you make me wanna.
Scores now Tigers 8, Lions 12, set number 3. Point goes to the Tigers. Tigers 9, Lions 12. And the point going to the Lions. Lions 13, Tigers 9. Serving will be number 11, Maria McCullough. Lions win the point and lead 14-9. Point goes to the Tigers. Tigers 10, Lions 14. Point going to the Tigers. Tigers 11, Lions 14. Point going to the Lions. Zepeda serving. Score is now 16-11 in favor of the Lions, and the Tigers call timeout. The point goes to the Lions. Lions 17, Tigers 11. Point going to the Tigers. Niquez will serve. Point going to the Lions. Lions 18, Tigers 12. Set number 3. Kaufman will serve. The point going to the Tigers. Tigers 13, Lions 18. Natalia Plaza will serve. Point goes to the Lions. Lions 19, Tigers 13. Number 18, Jamie Demet will serve. Point goes to the Lions. The Lions lead 20-13. Demet will serve. Point going to the Tigers. Tigers 14, Lions 20. Noelia Cedeno serving. Lions win the point, lead 21-14. Alicia Zaborowska will serve. Point going to the Lions. Point going to the Tigers. Tigers 15, the Lions at 23. Angie Nicholas will serve. 23-16 in favor of the Lions. Timeout, Lions. The point going to the Lions. Set point, Nassau. Tigers win the point. It is now 17-24. Tigers will serve. Leanne Wong will be your server. That's an ace for Leanne Wong. Tigers 18, Lions 24. The point goes to the Tigers. Tigers 19, Lions 24. And ladies and gentlemen, the Lions take set number 3, 25-19. Set number 4 is underway, and the Lions strike first, lead 1-0. Kaufman will serve. The point goes to the Lions. Lions 2, Tigers nothing, set 4. The Lions go up 3-0, set number 4. Point going to the Lions. Lions now lead 4-0, set number 4. Tigers are on the board. Tigers 1, Lions 4, Benitez to serve. The point going to the Lions. Lions lead 5-1. The point goes to the Lions. Timeout is called by the Tigers.
When you have us in the club, you gotta jump, turn it up. You gotta jump, turn it up. You gotta jump, turn it up. When we up in the club, all eyes on us. All eyes on us. All eyes on us. See the boys in the club, they're watching us. They're watching us. They're watching us. Everybody in the club, all eyes on us. All eyes on us. All eyes on us.
I wanna scream and shout and let it all out. And scream and shout and let it out. We saying oh, Rio, Rio, Rio. We saying oh, Rio, Rio, Rio. I wanna scream and shout and let it all out. And scream and shout and let it out. We saying oh, Rio, Rio, Rio.
You are now rocking with Will I Am in.
The point going to the Lions. The Lions lead 8-1. Bennett serving. Point goes to the Tigers. Tigers 2, Lions 8. Set number 4. Lian Wong will serve. Point goes to the Tigers. Point going to the Lions. Lions 9, Tigers 3. Alicia Zaborowska serving. Point goes to the Lions. Lions 10, Tigers 3. Point going to Queensboro. Queensboro 4, Nassau 10. Saladin to serve. Point goes to the Tigers. Tigers 5. Lions 10. Timeout. Lions. Point going to the Lions. Lions 11, Tigers 5. Destiny Knox to serve. Lions win the point and lead 12-5. Point goes to Queensboro. Tigers 6, Lions 13. Angie Nicholas, number 7, will serve. The Lions now lead 14-6. Nicolo will serve. Tigers with the point. Waganara will serve. Point Tigers. Tigers 8, Lions 14. Waganara will serve. Point goes to the Tigers. Tigers 9, Lions 14. Waganara to serve. Point going to the Tigers. Point going to the Tigers. Waganara will serve. Point goes to the Tigers. Timeout. Lions. Point goes to the Lions. Lions lead 15-12. Genesis Zepeda will serve. The point goes to the Tigers. Tigers 13, Lions 15. The point going to the Lions. Kaufman to serve. The return, Lions out of bounds. The point going to the Tigers. Tigers 14, Lions 16. Benitez will serve. Lions go up 17-14, set 4. Bennett will serve. The point going to Queensboro. Queensboro 15 and Nassau 18. Lian Wong will serve. Point going to the Lions. Yaroska will serve. Point goes to the Tigers and is now Tigers 16, Lions 19. Sullivan to serve. That's an ace for Ashley Sullivan. Point going to the Lions. Lions 20, Tigers 17. Destiny Knox will serve. The point going to the Tigers. Ashley Nicholas will serve. The point goes to the Lions. Maria McCullough will serve. Scores now, Tigers 19, Lions 21. Waganana will serve. The point goes to the Tigers. It is now Tigers 20, Lions 21. The point going to the Lions. Zepeda will serve after the timeout called by the Tigers.
Soulja Boy tough. Hey, I got the new dance for y'all called the Soulja Boy. Just gotta punch, then crank back 3 times from left to right. Soulja Boy, when it why me crank it, why me roll? Why me crank that Soulja Boy, that Superman, that why me crank that Soulja, 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 why?
The point goes to the Tigers. Tigers 21, Lions 22. Maria Velista will serve. Lions get the point lead 23-21. Emily Kaufman will serve. The point goes to the Tigers. Tigers 22, Lions 23. Paul Benitez will serve. Point goes to the Tigers, and we're all tied at 23. Benitez will serve. The point goes to the Tigers. Match point. The point goes to the Lions. We're all knotted at 24. Bennett will serve. Point Tigers, match point. Leanne Wong will serve. champions. They win 26-24 and win it 3 sets to 1. Congratulations to the Queensboro Community College Tigers. Very best of luck to the Nassau Community College Lions, who will be heading to Rochester, Minnesota, along with Queensboro, to play in the national tournament. Let's give all of our student athletes a great big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand by for just a moment. Our director of athletics, Mr. John Huckroyd, will present the Queensboro Community College Tigers with the district championship plaque.
Came out of it. Oh, I am so proud of you guys. Nice job, all right? Great job.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know that you've witnessed the last game of the year here at Queensboro Community College for your women's volleyball team. They have given us a season to remember. They are the 4-time Kiniak defending champions. They are the regular season champions, the District 15 champions, and now the Regional G champions. And let's please give them a great big round of applause as they move on to Rochester, Minnesota. But first, please accept your championship plaque, which you'll hang proudly here at Queensboro Community College to go along with your championship trophies, your regular season trophy, and all of your accomplishments during the 2018 women's volleyball season. Come on, fans, give them a great big round of applause. We also want to take this opportunity. These young men have been here since the very beginning, since the first serve, supporting their fellow student athletes. The track team who are on in attendance, thank you so much, gentlemen, for showing your love and support. Thank you to all the fans who came out today to watch these student athletes do battle on the court right here at Tiger Nation. Congratulations to Queensboro. Good luck to Nassau. Good luck to the Tigers. Enjoy your trip to Rochester, Minnesota. And may you have a very safe and successful tournament.